So how do investors use private investigators to make profits? Well, here's an example of a story. Now, we're not involved with this case at all, but we have been involved with similar cases. And I'm using this as an example out of privacy to our clients, where companies many times will make representations about their business that aren't true. And if that company is a public company, that can affect their stock price. Investors want to know really what's going on. In addition, if it's a private company, sometimes clients or vendors will make decisions about doing business with a company based on what they represent. In this case, there's a company called VinFast that builds electric vehicles, cheap electric vehicles. And they were selling a certain number of cars. They were selling all these thousands or millions of cars. And based on that, either their stock or their profits or their investors were putting in a lot of money. And it turns out they weren't selling that many cars. They were reporting sales, but the sales they were reporting were to companies, shell companies that they set up. This was discovered by an investigation that found that there were all these cars sitting behind fences in fields. And that a large percentage of their sales were going to basically the owner of the company, were putting them in his name. And they gathered satellite data and OSINT. And we've talked about OSINT many times. You'll start to see that more now in investigations. And there was a lot of cover-ups. There was a great deal of fraud in the reporting of this company. Allegedly. So if you are an investor or a hedge fund or looking to do business with a company, it might be worth looking into actually investigating the core numbers that you're relying on. Are there that many vehicles being sold? Are there that many employees? Do they have contracts? Do they have permits? There's a lot of things you can investigate, even surveillance, even monitoring truck traffic, delivering materials. It should match what the representations are. So anytime you're making a decision about a large company, whether it's a large investment, purchasing stock, do something with an investigation to verify the claims you're relying on. Make sure you do it legally. Make sure you're not doing any inside info. But it is worth protecting your investment or protecting your contracts to make sure that representations are true, and a private investigation can verify this.